Hello, my name is Dominic.
My name's Lily.
I'm Ariana.
And we are the STEM Dragons. Today we are talking about the Niemann-Pick disease type C.
The Niemann-Pick disease is a rare genetic disorder causing cells to be unable to transport lipids within them.
Niemann-Pick disease is a genetically inherited progressive neurological disorder that leads to a buildup of cholesterol and other lipids within cells. It's caused by a mutation in the MPC1 and MPC2 genes. The mutation will affect the intracellular transport of cholesterol. It's usually inherited in an autosomal recessive pattern, which means there are two copies of an abnormal gene that must be present from both parents in order for the disease or trait to develop.
When the NPC2 gene is transcribed and translated, the product is a glycoprotein that is responsible for transporting cholesterol and other lipids to the lysosomal membrane, as you can see on the bottom right. That is the NPC2 protein. However, when the NPC1 gene is expressed, the product is a protein that meets the lipids from the NPC2 glycoprotein. The NPC1 protein then moves the lipids out of the lysosomal membrane and into the cell.
In both the normal and affected pathway, cholesterol is inside of lipoprotein, which then binds to an LDL receptor, causing lipoprotein to be engulfed by the cell, also known as endocytosis. The cholesterol inside the cell enters an early endosome stage, then a late endosome stage, then finally becomes a lysosome, still containing the cholesterol.
A mutation is the change in the genome that can be inherited. When a mutated gene is expressed, the result is a mutated protein. The mutated protein will have an altered structure due to improper bonding between amino acids because of a mutated nucleotide sequence. With this altered structure, the protein will not function. In Niemann-Pick disease type C, a mutation in either NPC1 or NPC2 gene causes the NPC1 or NPC2 protein to be incapable of carrying cholesterol/other lipids.
When someone inherits the mutation, their body's affected protein can no longer transport cholesterol out of the lysosomes. Either the NPC2 glycoprotein responsible for transporting the lipid to the lysosomal membrane, or the NPC1 gene responsible for transporting it from the lysosome into the cell no longer works. This then stops the body from using cholesterol to digest fat and maintain a healthy cell, damaging and eventually killing the cells.
Type C Niemann-Pick disease is progressive, meaning that new symptoms will continue to manifest over time. Type C Niemann-Pick disease is also fatal. There are a few symptoms that appear at different stages in a Type C Niemann-Pick individual's life. In the early infancy stage, you may see jaundice. Jaundice is the result of bilirubin accumulation. Bilirubin is a yellow pigment found in bile, produced by the liver. Without working transport in the cells, there is a buildup of bilirubin causing the skin to turn yellow. You will also see muscle atrophy, or the thinning of muscles, as well as trouble with motor development skills, such as kicking legs or being able to wave their arms. Both of these symptoms are caused by dysfunctional/dying cells due to the fat accumulation within the cells. During the infantile stage in childhood, learning difficulties and seizures may appear due to damage of brain cells due to fat accumulation. And similarly, clumsiness/unsteady gait, which is difficulty walking, is also due to the damage of muscle or brain cells because of the fat accumulation within the cells. Finally, in your teenage and adult years, although most of individuals with Niemann-Pick disease type C do not live past their teenage years, you'll see a progressive cognitive impairment and psychiatric symptoms due to the damage fat accumulation has done to the individual's brain cells.
As far as diagnosis goes, there are blood tests to detect biomarkers such as bile acid metabolites and oxysterols. There's also genetic analysis, which finds mutations of NPC1 and NPC2 genes. For treatments, there is supportive therapy such as medications to mask symptoms and just to improve the patient's quality of life. But since there is currently no cure, that's as far as we can go right now. Although there have been a lot of improvements and medications have been tested on animals with the mutation, and it's offered a lot of hope for the future.
Thank you so much for listening to our presentation.
We're the STEM Dragons. Bye.
Bye.